If there is a detrimental visitation taking place in the world, even if that were alongside a potential beneficial visitation, the detrimental visitation would represent a high-risk, high-threat situation for the human species, and we would have to respond to that threat on a very different timescale and to a very different degree than this possible claimed beneficence. And so even if there's good and bad ET, let's say that were the case, let's just assume that for a minute. The bad, I'm sorry, outweighs the good. They are highly non-equivalent, and we cannot just hold them as a 50-50. They're really not that. Even if there were 10 non-human intelligences present in the world, and one of them represented a threat to the human species, we would have to turn our full attention to that threat. And in light of that, what I would recommend is what I call remove and reset. All extraterrestrial intelligences, they have to remove themselves from our human sphere and allow us, the human species, to get our act together to come to some sort of international consensus regarding how to regard visitation, what our human rules of engagement are, what our human intent is, so that we can negotiate that against other potential intent of visitors to our world. But at this present moment, in a country and in a world as divided as we are, with all of these potential intelligences operating with impunity and in secrecy, without our ability to monitor their activities, this is not a safe situation for the human species. We are highly vulnerable right now, and we are unable to discern friend from foe. And it doesn't matter if one purported intelligence of some phenotype and some origin star system says, we're here to do this, we're here to help you, we're here to give you that. That could all be narrative. That could be complete propaganda to serve another agenda. And we have to think that way in terms of our own human interactions, right? You can't just believe what someone tells you without anything to demonstrate or prove that that is their true intent, especially if they're operating in secrecy in other ways. You just can't do that with other human beings. And we just can't do that with other non-human entities visiting our world. That's why we need all extraterrestrial, non-human intelligences to remove themselves from the Earth's vicinity, to disengage from manipulation, influence, alteration of our human civilization, our human genome, whatever they're doing. We need that to end immediately, and we need to come to some sort of human consensus regarding how to engage with other intelligent life. And then after that, we can consider re-engaging with those who are in the vicinity of our world. I really don't see any other way to do this. You can pick your favorite NHI, you can describe their phenotype to me and say they're here to help us in our hour of need and fix all that's wrong in the world and help us combat the bad ones and the bad government. You can make that claim, but you have nothing to back it up with. And that claim, even if you're convinced, and a small network of yours, you will not convince the world. And the more anyone tries to take sides with one non-human intelligence, you will become enemy to some other human element that is not convinced or that has taken another side. And so remove and reset, that's what we need. And until we are able to remove these entities from our space, I don't think we can lean on this grand assumption that everything the universe has, the good, the bad, and everything in between, is here in the world all at once, operating at the same time. I think that's a highly naive assumption to make. That's not how life works, and the presence of one single detrimental visitor demands our attention fully as a world. So I wanted to share these ideas with you. Thank you.